Hi, so this is going to be a performance comparison test. I've got my new 2021 refresh Model 3 Performance over there, and I'm currently in a 2019 Model 3 Performance, and I don't have a runway available to me today, and I hope this sounds okay because I haven't got a tire mic with me today. It is locked down here, so we've got limited resources, but what I'm going to do, we've charged both cars fully, 100% preheated, and I'm going to back to back do some performance comparisons with a Draghi on this car, the 2019, and then that car. So we've got the same conditions, the same day, the same road that we're going to use for this. It's quite cold today. It's 8 degrees, although it feels colder with the wind, but it's quite a cold day. But the cars have all been charged up and preheated as much as we can, so it should be a reasonably direct comparison to see if there is a performance difference between the newer one and the older one. So I'm going to go to a point where I'm going to be able to do a couple of launches, record the data, and I'll show that through the video. Thank you. This is run 1 with the 2019 Model 3. Bear with me whilst I get into position. Just got to set the Draghi. Yeah, that's on. Okay, run 1 with the 2019 Model 3 Performance, 99% battery, dry road. Let's go. Okay, so now I'm in my 2021 or the refresh Model 3 Performance. Same conditions. I've come from one car straight to the other, same state of charge, same, it's still 5-6 degrees outside, and this should give us a really direct comparison in the real world what they can do in the same conditions. One slight difference, obviously this has got a slightly bigger battery. Is that going to help? And it's also got the Pirelli tyres, these new Pirelli tyres on the Uber turbine, so they're actually narrower. The bit that touches the road is narrower, so I'm not sure if that's going to make a difference to the grip. With both cars, I've just got them in normal driving mode, on hold, and then launch. I've not gone to sort of customised track settings with different traction control, just standard. So from hold, plant the foot and go. Let's see what it does. Go. Always makes you smile. So I'm going to do this a few times and get a sort of set of data that we can make sure is consistent, and we'll put those into the table at the end. So I'll do a few more and I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay, so there's a lot of variables to this, but I try to make this test as accurate as I can by taking out two cars, the previous Model 3, the newer Model 3, at the same time of day, one straight after the other, in the same conditions, same temperature, same state of charge. And the overall results, so I've got various versions of results. The overall results show that the newer car is a bit quicker actually, which is nice to know. On the road it's hard to tell, to be honest. They're both quick cars, and to be honest, after doing about 30 launches this afternoon, I feel a bit sick. So they're plenty fast enough, but the new one is a little bit faster. There's different ways of interpreting the data. The Draghi app that I use is very accurate. It measures incline and decline of the road very accurately, and you can do the same launch and it'll actually show a slight difference with the incline. But what I had basically is a stretch of road where I go up one way and back the other way to try and average out the data. So if we take out of the 15 runs in each car, and by the way, this newer car had more battery left. It's still got 93% actually, was the previous Model 3 took it down to 86%, starting off at 99. So maybe it's a bit more efficient when you are doing all this, but anyway, that's a separate story. This does have a slightly bigger battery, but even then it seems like quite a big difference. If I go back to these data here, so if I take the best 8 out of the 12 runs that I did, so eliminate a few for just slower starts and such like, the average 0 to 60 for the older cars 3.32, If we include a 1 foot rollout, 3.27, and that's with an average incline of 0.03, so as flat as I could get. The top 8 runs for the newer car, 0 to 60, 3.4. If we include the 1 foot rollout, which is what's normally used for timing and what would be on the official numbers, for the newer cars, 3.18. So only 0.18 of a second off of its official time, and it is quite cold today, 5 degrees. And that actual average incline was slightly more, 1.14. So it's average incline decline in all these runs. That includes this being on slightly more average the incline of all the runs that we've done. So I've got quite a lot of results here, and I think we'll put them into a table that we'll just add on to the end of the video in a moment. But however way you look at it, again, if you take out the even the fastest time from each car, we still have 3.55 average for the older car, 3.42 average for the newer car. Again, actually with more incline on the newer car, so it's not gaining an advantage by doing more runs with a slight decline and slight incline. Then if we average out the results out of all of these here, let me just, sorry, I've got a few different sets of data, so let me get it straight. So if I take out any that showed negative incline at all, then the older car 3.57 or 3.32 was the average, including the rollout, again over 8 runs, that is. And for the same 8 runs on the newer car, no negative inclines, so all going uphill as an average. It's 3.45, 0 to 60, 3.23 taking out the 1 foot rollout. And again, averaging actually slightly more incline. So it doesn't matter really which way you look at this data. We've done enough runs to show that the newer car is quicker by about 0.1 of a second, which is exactly what it says on their website. So nice to know, and perhaps slightly more efficient with it, even though we've got a larger battery. So yeah, quite pleasing. There does seem to be a difference. The next step for us is we're in lockdown at the moment, but once we come out of lockdown and we get a chance to do some more filming, we have to work with our friends at CarWow to do some runway drag races. So hopefully we can get cars on the runway soon and do longer tests, literally side by side, and film them. So watch this space. We'll try and do some more of that soon, but I hope that's been good watching in the meantime.